Good morning. Happy Christmas Eve morning. Just going to do a meditation this morning. Once again, we're going to do a focus. And I think we're going to do a focus today on goodwill and sharing. So find a place where you might not be disturbed for the next 30 minutes and sit down or lie down. Close your eyes when you're ready. Take some deep breaths, slow. With the exhale, just feel yourself relax and let go. Just let all your worries and concerns roll away. And feel your body sink into the earth, into the safe, protective arms of Pachamama, always nourishing and supporting us. Now I want you to put your attention, because energy flows where attention goes. So put your attention on your feet right now. And just ask them to relax, let go. Your focus goes on your knees and your shins and your calves and your ankles. And you just relax. And focus on your legs, your hips, buttocks, pelvic area. And just release. Your inner organs, your rib cage, chest and breast, entire back and spine. And just allow them to all relax. Your shoulders drop down into the most comfortable position, bearing no weight. Your arms, your forearms, your hands, your fingers are all loose. Your neck is supple, bearing no weight. The skin of your scalp and your face, I want you to just notice it right now. See if there's any tension hiding there. I just want you to visibly soften that skin. Relax it, loosen it. And focus on your jaw. Feel it unhinge. Ask it to open. Open. Just let go. Then I want you to soften your eyelids another few degrees. We're going to go inside and we're going to ask our left brain to relax, and then our right brain to relax. And then we're going to talk to our mind. We're going to thank our mind for all its hard work. We're going to ask it to just take a seat on the couch for this session and just chillax. We're going to let the heart drive the bus. Stick around and be present, but just take a little mini vacay. Then I want you to imagine a mini avatar of yourself. And you're on the ground and you're looking up in the sky. You're seeing your thoughts up there, like movies, but they're like clouds and they're passing by. And I want you to just notice them, but don't get caught up in them. Don't judge them. Don't get carried away by them. Just let them go. You can deal with them later. Right now, just watch them pass by, observe, witness. And notice that if you're the one observing and witnessing, they're up there and you're down there. That means you are not your thoughts. You are something much more. Now, I want you to take that little avatar of yourself now in your head. And imagine that you're taking a beautiful wooden spiral staircase down into your chest to in front of your heart. And I want you to really envision it, feel it. So the warm wood grain trailing against your fingertips as you slide your hand down the railing. I want you to feel that. I want you to hear the soft padding of your footfalls as your bare feet touch down on each step. I want you to feel a buoyant, a gliding sensation. As you make your way down and you land at the platform in front of your heart, I want you to notice what you see in front of your heart. If there are some gates with some locks on them or some walls that have been built up. And if you do, that's okay. That's normal. That's what we do to protect ourselves. I want you to realize right now that you have an all access backstage pass to your heart. You have free passage at any time. So I want you to go ahead and imagine those locks disintegrating. Gates creaking open, maybe a bridge appears over the moat. And as you approach the door to your heart, it cracks open and these brilliant beams of gorgeous yellow light beam out. And you open the door to your heart and you walk in and you're just bathed in this gorgeous, warm, comforting, loving light. And as you adjust your eyes, you look around and you find yourself in the most amazing place you've ever been or that you could imagine. It's a place where you feel secure and happy, totally fulfilled. And I want you to really detail this place right now. I want you to feel it. What is it like? Are you seeing the colors of the sky or the trees? Are you sitting on the earth with the grass beneath you? Are you bombing down a mountain in snow on your skis? Are you bathing in the ocean or a river? Who's with you? Are there people nearby, people that you love? What are you doing? You're doing something that's exciting and that you're passionate about, or are you simply relaxing and enjoying the peace? What do you taste? What do you hear? Do you hear music? Do you hear frog song? Do you hear voices of children laughing? What do you taste? What do you smell? Does it smell like a field of wildflowers? Do you smell your favorite meal? You to really make it as visceral as possible for yourself. And I want you to really, really get in touch with how you feel there. Do you feel secure and safe and rooted and grounded? Do you feel buoyant and light at the same time? Do you feel excitement, joy, passion? Do you feel free, at ease, carefree? Do you just really get in touch with those feelings right now? Let them come flooding back in case you haven't felt them in a while. In case you're needing to reconnect with them, just allow them. Go back to a moment where you felt any of those feelings and allow those feelings to come forward again from the old memory into this beautiful, safe place of yours. And then I want you to imagine that this light in your heart gets really bright, so intense that kind of blots out everything and actually physically picks you up and lifts you up, suspends you in the air, cradles you in its arms. And you look down at your hands, you notice that all the cells of your body have come apart and become brilliant points of light. And that light is still you. It's your flavor, it's your shape, it's your color, it's your texture. But you're experiencing yourself as energy. And we are all comprised of energy, everything and everyone in the universe. It's the common denominator. And so I want you to experience yourself in this way. It's what you truly are. It's kind of like you're a light cloud. And I want you to see yourself cocooned in these layers of energy, as layers of light. And I want you to look around and notice that the outer energy layers of your light is interacting with the energy layers of everything and everyone around you at all times. There's always communion, there's always connection. Never, never apart. And then I want you to look up and see this indescribably beautiful ribbon of light flowing above you. And it's colossal. It's the flow of the cosmos. It's the consciousness of one, of all that we belong to. And I want you to allow yourself, give yourself permission, have the faith to feel safe that you can flow with this light. And if you should choose, you can reassemble your particular light pieces and come out at any point. I want you to feel safe to experience the connection. I want you to join that flow of light. And one of the things that you'll find when you have joined that flow, allowed that connection, is you'll feel a sense of coming home. And you'll also know that you have the wisdom and the knowledge of the universe at your fingertips up here. It's a very magical place. I call this place the nexus. And it's a place where you profoundly understand that you are everything and everyone else, and everyone else and everything else is also you. We are all one in the same pie. There is no separation. And it's a wonderful shifting awakening. This connection, to feel this connected, to comprehend what that means. And it also brings about a change in attitude and behavior simply because you're at the higher resonance frequencies here. In this flow of consciousness of one, there is only love and light and joy. There is no lower level frequencies, ones that are associated with anger and hate and greed and fear. And so with this understanding and this perspective of being one with everything, things don't make sense anymore. This is what we call awakened consciousness, when you understand that harming another or cheating or lying is only doing so to yourself, and that makes no sense. So it just kind of stops happening. And so this place in the nexus is a place of great power. It's a great place for miracles, for spontaneous healing of any kind. And it is a great place to create. And one of the gifts we are given in this life is that we can create. And so we can create a reality that we want to live in. And so let's go ahead and create a reality that we want to live in this world together. Let's imagine ourselves tomorrow going about our lives, the best life we can imagine. A life where you get up every day and you're excited to get on with your day because you get to spend it pursuing your passions, developing your unique gifts and talents so that you can share them with the world. I want you to imagine a world where you feel absolutely healthy and vital, where you can count on your immune systems to shield you and repair you, and secure in the knowledge that you know how to take care of yourself on all levels, physically, emotionally, mentally, energetically. And that if you need assistance and guidance in learning how to do that and maintain that, there's so much available to you out there. So I want you to imagine that life is generally comprised of a world of people, healthy individuals, healthy, vibrant. And I want you to imagine that abundance is plenty for yourself, catapulting you way above simple survival needs. It's a given that you will have fresh, clean water, ample, natural, healthy food, shelter, warmth, the ability to travel, um, just have your needs met, and then that you've got a lot of your comforting wants met as well. And I want you to imagine that for you and your family and your friends and your community. And I want you to imagine that for everybody on the planet. And I want you to imagine that everybody on the planet is awakened to this higher consciousness, resonating at these higher frequencies, so that you go about your life with a sense of security and trust and faith, knowing that everybody else is going to behave accordingly from this perspective of awakened consciousness. And that means everybody is honest and everybody is contributing to making the flow of our systems work so that it allows everybody to pursue happiness. And it takes care of everybody because we have ups and downs, and sometimes we need to help. And we have this balance between give and receive, both for ourselves personally, societally, and with the earth. I want you to imagine planet healed, functioning back at its natural efficiency, and that we support it. We live in harmony with it and give back the way it gives to us constantly. I want you to see a very clean, healthy planet that we live on and enjoy all the beauty, and all the nourishment we get from it. So I want you to imagine all these healthy, happy people living on this clean planet, pursuing their passions and dreams, sharing, contributing. I want you to imagine what that feels like for you. Put yourself in your shoes of this intended reality. Imagine all the resources freed up by everybody living like this, all the time and energy that could be spent towards problem solving, inventing, creating of all sorts, and inventing of all sorts. We can expand in a limitless fashion. We are just scratching the surface of what we're able to do between expanding our own consciousness and creating, inventing, solving, building, teaching, connecting. Do you imagine what a world would look like when everybody feels connected in a profound way? How comforting, how supported would you feel living that life? How fulfilled would you be spending your time cultivating your gift to give back to the world? How fulfilled would you be when you go to sleep at night? What does that feel like? I feel a warm, relaxed sensation. And how much joy would you get to see your children laughing, carefree, the way they should be? How much satisfaction would you get to see your friends doing what they love to do in life, seeing the smiles on people's faces in general, having fulfilling relationships with connection that you never dreamed of before? How at ease and how buoyant would you feel walking around in those shoes? How joyful would it be to be with people, to travel around, to be with others the way we were meant to be, to sing, to dance, to celebrate, to problem solve, to learn, to teach, to care for? Does that feel like inside? I feel a sense of purpose, a sense of fulfillment. And each one of these emotions makes my heart swell. I feel so large inside my chest. Imagine a world where all our freedoms were intact. I just feel larger on the inside than I am on the outside. I don't know how else to explain that, but it's a great, wonderful feeling. I want you to connect with something now. I want you to connect with the gratitude. So you're walking around in your shoes in this beautiful intended life, this reality that we'd like to create here. And I want you to really feel gratitude. Stop, look around. Let the beauty of everything around you fill your senses. And I want you to find that thankfulness. Thank you, thank you, thank you for every breath I take and every step I take in this life. I have the ability to connect and to feel so deeply. I have the pleasure of all this beauty. I have all this opportunity. I have all these wonderful people in my life. And I live on the most beautiful planet, the most beautiful giving planet. As I am the luckiest being in the universe. And just sit with that gratitude right now. What does it feel like to you? You feel warm and tingly. Imagine that gratitude as that light in your heart. What I want you to do now is I want you to build this intention as an energy ball in your center right now. In your heart, your solar plexus, the dantian. I want you to grow that energy ball. Make it crackle with life, this intention that you've built. Crackle. And I want you to infuse it with all of these beautiful, higher elevated emotions that have the higher resonance frequencies that we're looking for here. Joy, peace, gratitude. And we're going to take a big inhale, and then we're going to take an, when we exhale it, we're going to release that high vibrational frequency out to the world. So we can join matching frequencies out there by put out by other people who are intending this reality. And together, we can live in that frequency soup that will cause us to shift into that reality. Simple as that. It will raise everybody up. It'll raise all of us up and the planet up into this higher vibrational existence. Take that big breath in. And release your intention. That feels really good. Now I want you to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Roll your head from side to side. Come back into your body. When you're ready, open your eyes. Come back into the room. It is done. So say we all. So looking forward to seeing that star this evening, that special star that's out. And I thank you for joining me. We're going to have a wonderful Christmas Eve. And please feel free to keep joining me in these meditations. We do them at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. every day, unless circumstances out of my control, like a power out or anything like that. And just know that the more you spend the time building these intentions up, we're reconditioning ourselves because we've gotten conditioned to the negative, lower frequency resonances in our minds, in our hearts, in our beings. And we want to switch tracks, get out of the patterns of fear and hate and dissatisfaction and lack, and move into love and support, peace, abundance. We want to move and create the reality we want. So we have to live that and walk that every day. The way we do that is we spend some time retraining ourselves to naturally go to those places, feel those higher elevated emotions. And so the more you build it, you can call it up faster. When you recognize you need to switch tracks. So as often as you can during the day, take 10, 20 seconds. Just call up the intention again and the emotions again. And do that as often as you can. And eventually, you retrain yourself to live that all the time. So you'd be walking around, living your life as normal, not having to put any effort into it. And that is just the way it is, and that is just the energy that you radiate. And then we all do that. And that power is incredible. We can literally shift our reality. So I would encourage you to try this and try for yourself and just see how you feel doing it. Try it for a week, try it for a day, try it for whatever. And just take a good feel of how you feel about it yourself and in your body and your emotions and everything before you do it, and then do it again afterwards. I promise you, you will feel the difference. So thank you for joining me, whether it's live or the recorded version, and we'll see you again. Happy Christmas.